Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football here at Waco ISD Stadium, here with the head coach of the 1-0 Hutto Hippos, Coach Brad LaPlante. Coach, a 41-21 win over West Mesquite. Congratulations.
That was a good team. They got some cats running around there, so to be 1-0 feels good when you say that for the Hutto Hippos.
Now, your defense, really the first three quarters, I thought, really dominated the game. Your defensive line controlled things. I know coming into the game, we talked pregame, and you felt good about your defense and where they stood. What was the game plan coming in to contain an explosive offense like West Mesquite?
Well, I tell you what, good old number 6. We knew I was going to start with him, and the biggest thing is we just can't be at different levels. If we're all running to the ball, especially that backside for the cutback, because he's good at getting one foot in the ground and getting north and south. If we played flat and the backside played well, we knew we'd probably be okay with the kids that we have. And, of course, they got some good size up there. They opened up a couple holes that we just didn't react as fast as we could. But then you come back with a great play on the tipped interception that really ignited the entire stadium. That was big for our fans and our sideline to get that big play. And that's probably what it's going to be this year is defensive led.
Now, your sophomore quarterback, he a little shaky early, threw the interception, but showed a lot of poise, came back, and I thought really had a great game. I think he was very efficient at throwing the ball, and other than one interception early, he didn't make any mistakes. Did you guys talk to him after the interception to keep his head up, or was he pretty much just kind of focused?
No, he's fine. I mean, he's the next level-headed kid that we have that's a trigger man that, even though he's a sophomore, he already knows what he did wrong. We just coach him up on the next thing we're going to do. It's not like we have to spend 4 or 5 plays to get his emotions right. He's just another coach out on the field. So he's just a great kid, does a good job. And you saw nobody on the sideline freaking out. No coaches, no kids. We knew he'd come right back. And, he managed it really well. I think at halftime he was 11 for 15 and came right back. And, of course, Mekhi Kimball certainly doesn't hurt having him in the backfield giving a spark either.
I was going to say Mekhi's got to be a quarterback's best friend because he really had a great game running the football, and you guys were able to establish the run, and those 2- and 3-yard runs in the first quarter started to turn into 8-, 9-, and 10-yard runs later in the game. Seemed like your offensive line kind of found their footing in the second half.
No, I think you're right, and I think that's all because of Mekhi. I haven't seen a back 3, 4, 5 years run the feet like Mekhi does. He really keeps him churning, and he takes that 2-yard gain into 4, and the 7 becomes 14, and of course he busts a couple long ones and had the nice kick return. But I think because the line knew that he was working so hard, they gained confidence. Our right side had a fantastic second half, and they were not moving the pile at all in the first half. And boy, they came out and they've got to find themselves. But good players around them, Grayson, Mekhi, Dejon Harrison, they certainly can gain confidence for an offensive line in a hurry.
All right, now final question. It was hot last year. It was super hot last year. This year, how thankful were you for a little cloud cover? It's not too bad out here right now.
No, I think I could smell myself by this time.
Yeah.
Last year,
none of us smelled good last year.
No, this is beautiful. If it's 91 and a little breeze, a little cloud cover, and even though last year it was hotter, I thought we were in good shape. I thought our kids looked really, really good in the third quarter and looked really strong coming out of the halftime. So all that good stuff they did over the summer and conditioning we've done during fall camp, and just the pace that we run practices. Our coaches do a great job of that. That pushes them to be ready for the second half.
And it looked like you came out relatively injury-free, so that's always a good thing in non-district, right?
We did. We played, I think we played every kid, offense, defense, special teams. We'll get another good chance to evaluate because those first 3 games is when individually and as a team you make your biggest gains of the season from week to week. So it's good to evaluate those kids on the field and certainly come out injury-free.
Coach, appreciate you having us out, and enjoy the ride home.
Thanks for covering us, buddy.